Most teenagers born in New Zealand grow up dreaming of a bright future. However, a 17-year-old teenager we're calling Dhruv tells a different story.
Kids my age have dreams, but I don't even have the right to.
His parents remained in New Zealand after their work visa expired 20 years ago. Despite being born here, he's deemed to be living here illegally.
It's not fair. Even if you do want to be honest about it and tell someone, you can't. And if you do, you're probably going to regret it.
In 2007, the family tried to legitimize their stay. However, the lawyer handling their case not only failed to secure a visa, but left the country. And it claimed he took Dhruv's Indian passport with him.
Oh, I don't have an Indian passport. I don't have a New Zealand passport. I really have no power.
As a result, Dhruv's opportunities are limited after he graduates from high school.
There is no point in dreaming for me to go into uni and trying to figure out what my passion is and what I want to do in life.
He also fears deportation as he has never set foot in India.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about India because I basically grew up here and I don't know anything else besides the stuff in New Zealand.
Dhruv's sister became a Kiwi citizen before a 2006 revision to the citizenship law. This makes her the only family member who will remain in New Zealand if the family were to be deported.
I'm doing everything for my baby.
34-year-old Amandeep faces his own battles as an overstayer in New Zealand. He's a proud father of a 6-year-old. He's worried that he might have to leave his daughter here if he is deported.
I want to be in her life.
Despite pouring $20,000 into his visa applications, he has been denied 5 times. Amandeep says he's also been exploited by some employers who have taken advantage of his situation. Being exploited by employers is not uncommon for overstayers. Vijendra has been living as an overstayer in New Zealand since 2017.
I was underpaid. I was working overtime, like 80 hours a week.
He says he couldn't even think about starting a family because of his visa situation.
I want to start a family, which is not happening because of this issue.
Immigration lawyer Harris Gu says overstayers are devoid of rights.
They basically have no rights. They can't study. They have no access to the health system. Very difficult for them to live and study in New Zealand.
Gu believes children of overstayers shouldn't face deportation but instead be offered a path to residency. Under existing legislation, individuals do not have many options once their visas expire. Gu calls on the government to revise existing legislation so that children such as Dhruv have a better shot at life.
The law was introduced to prevent people becoming an overstayer, and basically it's a preventative measure. However, I think the law should be amended to the extent that the children of the overstayer will not be a victim as a result of the law.
Immigration New Zealand told RNZ that overstayers' children are entitled to certain benefits.
Children of people who have overstayed are eligible for vaccinations and other wild child services, but not dental subsidies. Children of people who have overstayed are also able to attend primary and secondary school.
Immigration Chief Andrew Little says he's considering the ministry's policy on overstays, saying that, as a matter of fairness, his office needs to weigh the impact of any change in policy on other visa holders who fully comply with the conditions of their visa. For kids like Dhruv, the only hope now is amnesty.
I'm hoping the government will make the right decision so me and my family can live free as any other Kiwi.